Well, we did an awful lot of research on where the culture is going right now, and what we saw is that the culture is really growing up. Right? It's moved away from that Fast and the Furious, neon, bling, and a lot more into performance, into building the ultimate performance machines and seeing if you can control those machines on the track. Consequences are a big part of racing, so we've had that in the past in Need for Speed with the cops, where it's important to stay away from the cops. If you get busted, there's some negative consequences there. This year, we decided to really focus the consequences on your skills. So, do you want to push the limit? Or do you take the chance of wrecking your car, or do you want to take it a little bit easier and get around the track? Now, it's pretty fun to push the limit, and I think the crashes are pretty spectacular, so it might be worth trying. So what's going to happen with damage is that when you run into that side wall at 120 miles an hour, you're going to crumple your fender. The steel on that fender is going to crumple in. It's going to crumple exactly like steel should, to the point that the engine block stops it. The kit that you have on that car that's made of carbon fiber is going to shatter and blow away. If you happen to hit hard enough to tear the linkages on your wheel, that wheel's going to fly up into the air. It's going to bounce like rubber should, and it might hit the car behind you and cause a pileup that you'd be proud of. This year, we added a really deep level of performance customization, so you can build the perfect car for you that suits your driving style and suits the way that you want to build the ideal vehicle. At the same time, if you don't know what a wastegate does, we want to make sure you can make the car go fast. So we've added a feature we call Blueprints this year that allows you to share these great tunings with friends or download the tunings from the web and just make your car go as fast as you want to, whether or not you actually know one end of a wrench from another. So we spend an awful lot of time doing research on where people really race and in the street racing style that we're trying to portray in the game. We sent teams all over the world looking at these places, and we built some locations based on some great dives out there today. Now, we're a game, so we took a bit of creative license and make sure that the drives are as fun as they possibly can be. But if you've been to Daikuko Futo in Japan, it's going to look like that. It'll be recognizable to you. And we've tried to pick some tracks, something that we haven't done for a while in Need for Speed, that resonate in the community. And so we'll talk a little bit about that track list later, but I think we've got some locations all over the world that'll be pretty surprising. Visually, we pushed really hard this year to make a believable photoreal world. So smoke's a big deal for us this year. We really want you to sell the power of that car. We want you to feel like you're actually sitting behind the wheel of an 800 horsepower drag car, and when you touch that thing off, you should be a little bit intimidated by that, but not just the sound, but the look, the smoke, the scream of the tires, and the fact that that car is kind of hard to control at that horsepower unless you know what you're doing. So smoke's a big deal. Smoke also really sells that damage well. So when you roll that car end over end and there's a huge cloud of dust and smoke coming up, you know you did something bad. The AI personality you'll face off against are all very strong. They're very aggressive. They'll capitalize on your mistakes, and because there's great crashes in the game, they'll make mistakes of their own, so you can see that. And you're definitely going to see a feel and a vibe that is powerful. It is loud. It's a combination rock concert, rave, and race all in one weekend.